I was actually having a fake fight in my head with Candace Owens yesterday, and well, she's psycho, and the things that she says.
And that's a good use of your time and energy, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, well, I had a free moment. I was like, what? She said something on a thing, and I was like, what would it be like if I was on a podcast with her? Because she's like incredibly Catholic now, and she's always talking about like the sanctity between like marriage between men and women, and I was like, I know, because they're always trying to take gay marriage away or whatever, and I'm like, you know what? I go, let's play ball, like take gay marriage away. They also lose take it out of the government completely. You guys get none of the tax benefits whatsoever. Like if you guys want it the way you want it, let's do it. You guys can just have marriage, none of the tax stuff that goes along with it. You have to go back to the biblical stuff where there is dowries and trading land and things like that.
Till
like,
death do us part.
Yeah.
Which one's dying?
So if you guys want it, if you want the sanctity of marriage that bad, I think we should just go, let's do government civil unions where we get to sit in the hospitals with our dying loved ones and they can have the religious ceremony that it's only for them. I think we need to stop fighting for marriage, and that was my fight I was having with Candace Owens in my head.
Was she agreeing with you the whole time?
She actually was like, you know what, I respect your there was in my mind some pushback with the tax stuff. There was some pushback with the tax stuff, but eventually she was like, in my mind she said she really respected my opinion.
What was her pushback?
That's she wanted the tax cuts, obviously.
She was like, well, that's American. Okay, so
So I was like, oh, but I actually thought that was a really good thing. We should go back to the gay guys. Let's go to civil unions. They can have their religious, and it's not part of the government anymore.
Wait, what do you mean by the tax? Like you don't get tax benefits for being married?
Like if they want to, if like the government goes back to like fully man-woman marriage based on like the biblical stuff that they're trying to do, I think that we should just make it their religious ceremony that has nothing to do with the government.
Marriage is unions are government.
Like we'll have this. If you want, they can have a union if they want. We don't really mind, but like unions will be for us, and if they want marriage, it will just be
a beautiful thing ceremony. In a church.
And then straight people, if you're not religious, like if you're an atheist, you'll have a civil union, and I think we need to make that the norm instead of fighting for. Sometimes I think for gay people we fight so hard to be a part of it, where it's like they're never going to stop this fight.
No.
The religious people are never going to stop fighting that part of it, so give it to them.
Totally.
Take away all the government stuff, let them have the word marriage, and we should all transition to civil unions.
I guess it was hard because the standard was marriage is a government thing.
And
we're just like, if it's a government thing, why can't we have the same?
I don't remember the government being a requirement in marriage in the Bible. I don't think they had it. So I think let's go back to what that is, which is like, you don't need a piece of paper. You can just go, and you should take your classes with your priest or whatever you have to do. That's none of my business. I'm not Catholic or Christian, but it should just be that.
I don't have a problem.
And then if you want to get divorced, you can't. And then also, if you do, you can all be through the church.
Sure. Yeah, there's a lot of mental gymnastics that goes on with people sourcing the Bible as like what should be law.
Yeah.
Because if you really went into the Bible, like...
Well, we should force them to live it if they want it so bad.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think if you believe it, you should be forced to live it. And then when you say, I no longer believe it, and you denounce it, you can come live in normal society.
Sure.
This feels like Satan.
I would also...
And it is.
I would...
Denounce your Bible.
Fully move to like a queer country.
Yeah.
If they like gave us California, Portland...
Oh my
It
God.
would be pretty.
Who would be our Palestinians?
Oh.
Meaning your ally?
Well, because we'd have to... You guys have this is exactly what happened with Israel. Guys wanted your own country and didn't think about whose land you were taking. You fucking ass.
I will say, I do sometimes when everyone's talking about Israel and Palestine, I go like, no one is talking about the Pacific Northwest, and we really need to start fighting for it.
I'm saying if there was an island of just gay people, it should be Hawaii. Their flag is already a rainbow, right?
Yeah, we can't.
Oh my God, but the natives would be
again.
so mad.
You can't steal it again. And then they are all like, yeah, like America stole it, and now the gays are stealing it.
And we're like, Ohana.
I think I think you're right. I think we steal the West Coast, but then the scary part is the earthquake, the big one.
I don't care about stuff like that.
Okay, actually, to be honest, I don't either.
Yeah.
So this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is
to drag out horse.